Hey there. Okay, so if you haven't watched my last YouTube video, Attracting Emotionally Unavailable Partners, I recommend you watch that first. I will link it here, probably right there. So this is going to be a part 2, and this is going to be about how did I come to the realization that I was attracting emotionally unavailable partners. Here's how it happened. So I recently met a guy in Mexico City. He's a great guy. We had so much fun together. There was clearly a connection, and I did develop feelings for him. That being said, on the first time we hung out, I think, he told me he doesn't want a relationship for 3 years. He wants to be single, do his thing. He's recently out of a relationship and he's just working on himself. Fair. He told me straightforward, upfront, day one, and I accepted it. Kind of, because I say kind of because in my head I still had been wanting to go for him. I have feelings for him. I want him to come visit. I want to go visit him. In my head, I realized I was building this story of things could work out between us. Even though he straight up told me he doesn't want a relationship for 3 years and he wants to be single and do his thing and have fun. Everything he's telling me is not in alignment with me wanting to find someone and settle down and get married, So there's that. And then there's also a guy who has been pursuing me for probably a year now. And he continually keeps trying. And originally, when he first reached out, I was responsive. And he's great. He's artsy. He's attractive. He makes me laugh. We have a lot in common. He really checks all the boxes. And we were chatting, and then he wanted to start video chatting. And that's when I went silent. Once it was going to be taken a step further, we're going from just messaging to video chatting, I basically just disappeared. I stopped responding to him. And yeah, that hit me. It hit me okay, I'm interested in a man in a different country who has told me that he has no interest in being in a relationship for 3 years. And there's another man who has been consistently pursuing me for a year who I can't name anything wrong with him. I don't even know enough about him to have ruled him out. But once he wanted to take things a step further, I dip. So I put those two things together and I was like, girl, it became obvious. You're going for the ones that aren't available. There's got to be more to that. And you're running away from the ones who are available and interested. And another thing that happened is I looked at my Bumble account. I look at my Bumble messages, and how many messages do I have with a little red circle that says your move? Men that I just haven't responded to who started to ask me deeper, real questions that get into the nitty gritty and would actually force me to be vulnerable. There are so many, way over half of my messages on Bumble are men that I haven't responded to. Or they ask me to hang out, and that's when that's when I stop responding. I just stop responding. Yeah, so with all of that information, it was Sista, there's more here. You have to dig into this. If you just keep doing this, because I've been doing this for a while now, just bailing when things get a bit deeper. Yeah, if I keep up with this, clearly it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. And another thing I realize is, so sometimes I'll be going out with a guy, I'm excited about him, and then I end things with him. And I'll tell my girlfriends, and they'll be like, okay, why'd you end it? And my response is, even in the moment when I'm writing my responses to them as to why I ended it, I know it sounds freaking ridiculous. They're not real reasons. So if you're having troubles with dating, as I always say, look inside. What are your reasons for ending things? Because mine, I'm not giving them enough of a chance to know if it could work out or not. My reasons are so silly. Yeah, sometimes when I've been thinking about my reasons I give, I actually have been kind of laughing to myself because I'm that's not a reason. I'm too scared to give someone a real chance. That's what's happening. yeah, so those are the thoughts for today. I'll be back soon with another video. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the kind words. I would love to hear from anyone. If you have any thoughts on my videos, on relationships, please leave a comment. If you're in a healthy relationship, I would love to hear from you. If you're single and struggling, if you're single, you want to be in a relationship, but you haven't been able to find one, I'd love to hear your words. All of y'all, let me know. Thanks, y'all. Like, subscribe, comment. It really means a lot. It really does motivate me to make more videos. Okay, love you all. Have a great day.